What is up, y'all? It's your girl, brand new, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back with a love and marriage side chick extra, honey. There is a lady that goes by the name of Gigi. You guys remember Arionne, I believe, talked to two wives. This was the second wife. She was really nice to Arionne, and remember Arionne kept cursing at her, being all nasty and rude, honey. Okay? But what else do you expect from a girl that resides on the first floor? I'm just saying. Okay? So anyways, honey, shout out to Shay, Renee online, you guys. She is the one that interviewed Gigi. Make sure you subscribe to her YouTube channel. And I still see, honey, that quite a few of you all are not subscribed to Miss Robinson. Now, what is the problem? Okay? What is the problem? Okay, y'all make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Okay, hit that notification bell button twice. That way you are notified, honey, when Miss Robinson, honey, comes through for y'all. Okay? Like, come on, show a sister some love, honey. Okay? But anyways, honey, without further ado, I'm going to play that audio, and Miss Robinson, honey, will be in and out with her commentary.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Shay Renee, and I have the one and only G on live with me.
Hello, all.
Listen, we've been getting to know each other a little bit behind the scenes here, and sis is everything that she claims to be, okay? So I wanted to bring you on here today because, one, you know, you were amazing on that live, but I think that people really need to get to know you as a person, okay? So I just have a couple questions for you so we can kind of get to know you, and then we're going to talk about your YouTube channel that you have. And I did hear you say about the Dear Gigi thing.
Dear Gigi.
Shout out to Gigi, honey. See, Gigi, okay, she resides on the top floor. And already she coming with a YouTube channel. I think it's already up. I think she only got one video up, you guys. Make sure y'all subscribe to her YouTube channel. Look up Gigi, I guess. Gigi. And then if I end up looking it up after this video, I will post it in the comments because I really like sis. I felt like she was really trying to help Arionne, you know, come to her senses, honey, show some remorse, okay? But look at this girl. She got a YouTube channel up before Coleslaw, and Coleslaw promised and under-delivered, honey. But that's simply what you do when you reside on the first floor, honey, okay? When you on that bench, okay, waiting on that bus, okay?
Amazing idea. We're going to talk about that, okay? So, first question I have for you. Tell us about yourself, your background, and how are you so positive and able to get through difficult situations?
So I'm a registered nurse. I have my BSN. So I feel like kind of an imposter. I'm not able to get through difficult problems. It's just in that moment I'm able to deal with people like that because, you know, I feel like, you know, mental health is a real issue in this country. And I'm not saying like she's schizophrenic or bipolar, but she was definitely spiraling down. And then
she was going down the wrong road, honey.
That moment, I just talked to her as I would want somebody to talk to me. Like, you know what I mean? Her heartbrokenness was just coming through, and it was dealing with her mind. And, you know, I was just trying to not take anything truly personally, and I couldn't because I really don't know her. She doesn't know me. Like, it was nothing she could say that was really going to offend me. I mean, she did call me bees a couple of times.
She is so sweet, you guys. She's still laughing, you know, at being called bees. Miss Robinson would have been calling that girl all types of bees right back. Y'all know how Miss Robinson get down, honey.
I was about to take her in the back for you.
Right.
No, you didn't.
But you see, look, but I got it together because when I said, well, why are you calling me that? She stopped and she she thought about it. She did. She really did stop and think about it. And she was like, well, you know. So that's all. Listen, when people try to get you rowdy, you know what you gotta do is stop them, make them stop and think. They gonna take a minute. They gonna come right back.
I was starting to think she said that because she kept forgetting your name. I'm like, girl, G coleslaw, Gigi. Let me not call that girl coleslaw.
No.
I was. Dang, if she asked her name one more daggone time, she'd have told you it's Gigi 50 times now. You need to open this and put the down.
And see, I didn't know she was drunk until I watched the live back.
Child, we don't know when that heifer drunk or when she's sober, because either way, honey, she is a fool. Okay?
I didn't know she was drunk.
Yeah, she was having a tipsy moment over there. It was real. But I think you were right. You're right in saying that she's having like some type of mental breakdown, mental, emotionally, like it's a lot going on. So what made you follow her and what made you join the live?
So I watched the show. Like, I definitely liked the show. And then when finally they were like, that the mistress has a IG, I was like, well, I was interested to see, well, what could make Martel want to leave his wife? So then I just started following her, and then I wasn't even going to follow her at first, but then what intrigued me was like she kept saying like she wasn't taking accountability. So I was just looking to see, okay, are we going to get past this? Do you have substance? Like, you know what I mean? Is there more to that I'm not seeing? But
no, honey. You should have looked at that damn gremlin looking ass face and should have thought that ain't no more to this, honey. Okay, that face is just a preview. Okay, it's just the coming attractions. Okay?
Then it's just like, no. It just wasn't what I thought it was going to be.
It wasn't given to give. It didn't. No.
It wasn't giving top floor vibes.
So, like, well, how did you feel when she kept interrupting you? Because I felt like you were getting through to her at certain points, and then she was like, no, 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 no. She was yelling. I was like, oh, God, turn the music down.
And the crazy part about it is that yelling is so she couldn't hear me. Because I struck a nerve with her. So when she started screaming that just was so she couldn't hear me. When I look at Arionne, I truly just think about, that's just a wall. Like that arrogantness and all of this and that, that's not substantial. You know what I mean? That's just a wall that you put up to protect your heart. Because if you really took all of that away and you really got down to the root of the issue, you would know that you did all of that and you didn't gain anything. You know what I mean? And it was all for nothing.
Right. And you're on the bench, okay, with a baby now. A hollering ass baby, okay?
Yeah, for sure. And she kept saying it's women like you that take it out on another woman, even though you kept saying, take Martel out of the equation altogether. But she kept going back to him. What were your thoughts on that?
I think that because if you actually did what I asked you to do and take Martel out of the equation and we're just left with you, Arionne, I think that she wouldn't be able to handle that. You know what I mean? Like, you have to have somebody to blame. That's a part of not taking accountability. Blame shifting it. But if you actually took that person that you're blaming out of the equation and only talk about what you did, that's why I said to her, let's only talk about facts. The facts of the matter is, when you found out that he was married, that was inappropriate, and that's where you were wrong. Right? You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's not judgment. You know what I mean?
That's truth. And I told y'all, okay, Arionne has the spirit of insecurity, and she's a ooga booga. And what most of them do is they try to compete where they don't compare. Okay? She really took a lot of pride and pleasure out of sleeping with Melody's husband. It became a competition for her. That's why, we heard her say things like, oh, I stole her nigga with my eyes closed. The niggas, they be all up on Ari. They be all up on me. And, he fell for a fly, young, spicy chick, and if you really look at it, it's sad and it's pathetic that she tries to lift her weak-ass self-esteem by trying to disrespect another woman, and that's what they do. I told y'all, with my video I just did on the spirit of insecurity with Melody and Tisha. Okay, Tisha do the same shit to Melody. I don't know why some of y'all is in denial about that, but I played the clips. I backed up my case, okay? And it is what it is.
Correction is not judgment. I can correct you without judging you. I'm just pointing out, when you saw that he was married, the problem with the wife is that you saw he was married and you didn't care. But I truly think she might not have cared because she doesn't understand the depths of a wife, the depths that we go through to keep our husbands, together, to keep our family together. You know what I mean? I don't think that she understood the level of what a wife is.
Of course not. She's a ooga booga on the first floor. She's a side chick. Period. She don't get it. That's why she don't want to get married, because she knows that karma is gonna come back on her behind.
And I don't think a lot of people understand. People say, marriage is a piece of paper. Be in it. It's gonna.
I tell you what, I'm married and I have a 6-year-old son. I will not be the woman sitting in the back with the black hat on and the shades and don't get nothing. You gonna give me head for all this when I have to make sure I'm paid for with the life insurance policy if you croak today or tomorrow. Okay, side chicks don't.
Okay, life insurance is an untapped resource. You can't sleep on it.
For real. So it is what it is. I think, and I truly think, and that leads to my next question. She doesn't understand the, trials and tribulations of a wife. So, and she kept saying, your husband was effing with a younger woman. Like, she slept with
only 4 years apart.
Perfectly. And to my understanding, you're only 4 years older than her, and she really tried to make you seem like some martyr in the situation. So do you think she's being young as a crutch for sleeping with a married man?
Well, any old excuse will do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I'm wrong. She doesn't want to accept the fact that she's wrong. So I can't be wrong. I had to say I was sitting on the space. I had to say I was young. I had to say this and that. And I was trying to tell her, listen, you were manipulated, and that's fine. But it's time to come on. It's time to get up out of it. It's been 7 years. It's been no progression.
7 whole years and not a title from you.
Have not reached a goal. It's time to come back out of that. You can't stay in your mistake because you're not your mistake. You're not.
Well, I would disagree. She does come from the hustle backward UNINT, baby, the special edition.
That doesn't define you. That's just a piece of what happened, but that's not who you are.
Well, I beg to differ, okay? Because that's where she's at. She's just still in that same spot, still on that bench.
And I wish she would just apologize and move forward. Absolutely. But you can't, and I was saying this before, like, you staying and stuck here is preventing you from finding the man that wants to love you. Right. The man that wants to be with you.
Where he at? Shit. Okay, ain't nobody trying to be with her.
The person that likes your flaws. You know what I mean? The person that will help you and you'll help them.
With what? Lose it all? Okay, I'm just saying that girl need therapy. She don't need no man, not right now. She need therapy, honey. It's time to go to church. Okay, it's time for the church. Do the church. Pick people up in a van. They need to pick her ass up, tie her ass up, okay, and throw away the key. Okay? And pray on her and baptize her and that baby, and honey, I would sage the whole van, get them demons out, because she has a demonic, diabolical spirit, honey. Mm-hmm.
Right. But you gotta let go of that first. You can't jump out.
Absolutely not. And that leads into, so, you made it clear that she hasn't taken accountability throughout this situation. She hasn't accepted her actions. She kept saying, you think I haven't accepted, or, just basically
I don't have accepted.
What could she have said that would have made her look justified?
Nothing. She could have just said I was wrong. Period. I gave her the verbiage. Just say I'm wrong. Period. Now I was wrong because I'm wrong. Period. And then once you sit in it, you gotta sit in it, sit there, think, and then come back and say, Melanie, I'm sorry.
Yep.
This will all go away. It will all go away. Melanie, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think she, like you said earlier, she is so stuck in trying to justify her position that she keeps on looking at Melody like she's the catalyst to all of this. And it's not, she's just an innocent person in a situation that was married to a man that clearly wasn't being faithful. But you made one comment that I really did like. You said, I loved when you said Chris Rock says moving a couch is hard if it's one person, but two people can move couches pretty easy. So you can't blame the third party. What were you trying to get her to understand?
That in a relationship, it takes two people to make a relationship work. If the one person that's holding the couch walks away to go get a third person and the third person drops the couch, that person should have been with me holding the couch.
Right.
Marcel wasn't on his job. That's not Melanie's fault. And listen, I'm not even, when I think about Marcel, I think about he probably didn't have the tools to how to be a husband. I think sometimes you gotta know what's going on. Nobody can prepare you for marriage. I've been married 12 years. There's no course to help me prepare to be this to somebody. It's going to be ups and downs. It's going to be good times and bad times. But it's for you to stay in the marriage.
I agree with some of that, but Martell has a problem with keeping his penis, okay, within his own household. And he has a problem with keeping his penis in his drawers. And, some of these men, they have that problem. And that is a discipline problem. Like, these men need dick discipline. Okay, as women, we ain't out here sleeping with everybody. We honoring our men and boyfriends, husbands, and I just feel like society, they don't really hold the man accountable for being faithful. It's always, well, he just being a man. Well, I'm just a man. And so that gives you the right to step out on your woman and do her any type of way. Okay, what happens if that woman was to do that to you? Okay, he would have lost his mind. He already lost his mind when Melody went out on that date. Okay, so yeah, like Martell was wrong, period. And to me, there are plenty of therapists out here that he could have went and talked to, but no, he was narcissistic. He believes in patriarchy. He is one-sided. Okay, he's abusive emotionally. He didn't give a damn about Melody's feelings. That's why he behaved the way he did. While he was cheating, after, ended up having a baby with this girl. How do you apologize, really, for that? You're not sorry. Okay, Arionne can't apologize to Melody because what would the apology do? It would be an acknowledgement, right? That would be nice. But you can't apologize and then, you got a baby with this man and then you still sleeping with him? Like, that's not much of an apology. Do you see what I'm saying? Don't y'all think that this girl would apologize to Melody and then keep trying to sleep with Martell? I could see her doing that. I really can't, because she ain't got no scruples or morals. And I know some of y'all will say, well, she well within her right now. No, you can't keep. I would just leave Martell alone. Really. You co-parent your baby and you go on about your business, start dating other guys, get into therapy. That's how I look at that. But you can't apologize and go back sleeping with him. That, to me, you're not sorry. Melody don't want to see y'all together. You see what I'm saying? It's one thing for y'all to co-parent, but child,
But see, it seemed like when things got hard between Melanie and Martell left to help soothe his situation. And he, by his own acknowledgement, he left for 15%. So somebody's giving you 85%. He think a B is not good enough. He went out and got the 15%, but now you left with just 15%. You know what I mean? So marriage is a two people situation. You know what I mean? You can't blame. I wouldn't blame the third party. If my husband cheated, the girl is really insignificant to me. You know what I mean? Like if you knew he was married, I would be mad. Yeah, I'm not saying I wouldn't be not mad, but you supposed to be with me. You know what I mean? But it's just her and her taunting, and she was sitting on my face. You know, girl, that's how I was like. That is not special.
Yeah. It's not. I feel like she feels like it's not fun to her anymore because she doesn't feel like she's the queen of the situation. Like she's taking something. It's like taking candy from a baby to her. Like she feels like, oh, I thought I was winning, but at the end of the day, I'm really not.
And she's not, because, honey, Martell has been spotted out with Miss Sheree Whitfield. I saw Hook-Headed opening up that truck door for Miss Sheree, honey. They both reside on the first floor, so I don't see them going anywhere, together fast. I don't see them, arriving on the top floor together, okay? Is he a step up from Tyrone? Well, shit, Hook-Headed got a record too, so I don't know. Hell, Sheree got a record while we talking. So Sheree is a step up from Arionne. She is. But I don't think Martell, I agree with some of you guys, I don't think he got the coins like that. Y'all know, well, shit, Sheree was, with Tyrone while he was in prison. I'm sure he ain't had that much money either. So I don't know. Sheree, you too damn old, sis. Okay, you are too old. You can't afford no more L's. Okay, all the niggas you done been with is a L. Okay, Bob and that wandering eye he got, Dr. Tyrone. Who else was you seeing? I don't know, girl, but girl, let Fatum hook you up. Stay away from Hook-Headed. You didn't already seen Love and Marriage Huntsville and how this fool treated Melody. So what you think he gonna do to you? Okay, he gonna be trying to move up into Chateau Sheree. And I saw Sheree, honey, taking pictures with Chris Fletcher and smiling and... That Chris Fletcher, no, he fine, honey. But yeah, what y'all think of that? Put that in the comments. Do y'all feel like Sheree and Martell are really dating, or do you think that they are both media whores and just want the attention? Let Miss Robinson know, honey.
The woman that was on the live with you, and she basically said, "Listen, Shay, I'm gonna pray for you," and she hopped up on out of there. Have you talked to her or had any communication with her since the live?
Was that Lisa? Was her name Lisa?
So she was kind of like laying down and...
Yeah. When I watched the live again, I noticed that we were saying the exact same thing. Like, no, I haven't. I think she might have inboxed me. I don't think if her name was Lisa, she did inbox me about something different, but that was basically it. I mean, I didn't expect all this. Like, I was really just trying to talk to her. You know what I mean? I didn't think this was going to come from that. I didn't think this would come from that. I just was trying to talk to her, and I think Miss Lisa, if that was her name, I think she was just trying to do the same thing. She just was trying to help her understand, and it's great because when you begin to understand and have a realization, then maybe that can help you move forward.
Yeah, and I think you both did a great job of trying to let her know, listen, we're not against you. We don't hate you. We're trying to get you to understand that a little accountability goes a very long way. And it's like, you're saying, yes, I shouldn't have done this, but he pursued me. And my thing is, no one can pursue you that you're not willing to be caught.
Exactly.
That
she just said that so that she could sound like she's special, and she's not. Okay.
she didn't really understand. And that leads me to my next question. She talked about, you said, you need to find something that's going to validate you. And she kept saying, oh, so you think that a man should validate, me. And I just want to know, where do you think she got from? And, because I clearly don't think that's what you were saying. You were saying she needs to find something that makes her feel validated, but she turned that into you thinking she needs a man to validate her.
I was really talking about her mom or her dad. I was really saying, obviously somewhere in life you weren't validated, right? Because when you're validated as a young child, when you get to be an adult, you wouldn't mix up in things like that because you know it's not worthy of you.
Right.
This is really not worthy of anybody's time. Like her and the man and all. This is not worthy. Like you allowed a man to manipulate you and you stay in something for 7 years. You lost 7 years. Yeah. Like you legitimately lost 7 years. So what I was saying to her is like, I hope that your mom or your dad will come to you, your sister, somebody, and look you in the face and tell you, listen, you are worthy. You do deserve somebody who loves you. You do deserve to be a wife one day if you can, get it together. You do deserve that. You know what I mean? Like, this is beneath you. That's what I was trying to say to her. Not a man, but really somebody who knows you. A person who validates you needs to know the inner you. And I don't think that she's her mistake. You know what I mean? Like, I think everybody has value and greatness inside of them. But if you get stuck here, you can never get there, right? So that's what I was really trying to tell her. Like, I was really trying to say, like, where's your mom? Like, where's your dad?
That's a really great point, because Lord knows I done roasted that girl enough on my dad. But, actually watching you kind of break her down in small increments ever so gently, it made me kind of change my heart to her, too. Not that I like her.
Shit, I ain't changing a damn thing. Okay.
I understand, that she needs somebody. She needs to have somebody talk to her, but she needs to also be willing to listen. Because the part is, if you're not willing to receive help and accept what's going on with you, you're going to continue to experience the negativity and the delusion that you currently live in.
Exactly. You're completely right. And that's what I'm saying. If I could talk to her now, I would tell her, listen, you have to get past this. You can't stay here. Nobody stops in hell. Hell is the place you don't stop. You gotta come through it, but you only can come through it if you're willing to realize exactly your role in it, how you made the situation worse, and apologize.
Yeah,
you have to apologize. If you want peace, you have to initiate peace. Apologize to Melanie. Apologize. And I really apologize to your child, because you brought your child in a situation where it's not going to be what he deserves. Right? You know what I mean? Because Melanie ain't letting that baby come in here.
Heck no. Not with her acting the way that she's acting. So
that's not on Melody anyways. Like, I don't give a damn if Arionne did apologize. I just feel like Melody, or any woman that is the wife in these type of situations, you don't owe that new baby nothing. That's on your ex-husband. That's for him to get all the kids to be together. And hell, my father, he had 3 different baby moms. Yeah. So, it was on him and one of my older brothers that would get us together. Now, all the women that he had babies with, they was all at my baby shower. So they was able to be on some grown woman shit and, put the, past behind them and, help me to welcome my daughter. I think I had announced at the baby shower, what I was having, and, everybody just really supported me. So, but my mom, she said that was a really big accomplishment, because she said back in the day, none of them really got along, that well. But, she was like through time and prayer and, they did what was best for the children because we all are adults, now. So, but I don't know. I just don't feel like Melody or any wife owes Arionne and Martell's son anything. That's just on Martell, period,
It brings me to, there was a point in the live, like you were, well, not were, you were Zen the entire time, but there got to a point where I was like, oh, sis is like, I ain't gonna be too
I was like, I am not Zen, like,
girl, shit, you are Zen. You better than Miss Robinson, honey, cause, child, you already know. My people already know.
It's bitches like you that get on my nerves. I said, she done turned up and turned the switch on at you. So tell me what was going through your head, because it looked like you was like, no more Mrs. Nice Wife.
When she tried to like boss up with me, like I'm definitely somebody, I don't like nobody bullying people, like because then that make me want to be like, all right, what you about to do? You know what I mean? And that's how I felt. Like, all right, listen, sis, let me break it down for you so you can understand. Mm-hmm. It wasn't all that. I know he told you. I know he said, girl, the earth moved, my toes curled, I jumped up, I did a backflip. I know he told you it was popping. But listen, honey, it wasn't, okay? And it don't take away from you. It just wasn't popping. Well, why he came back? Because he got to be right.
He a man, okay? Like, child. He a man that resides on the first floor. They ain't turning down no pussy. Okay, not even from the Ooga Boogers. Okay, the Ooga Booga Wooga Boogers.
They do with it. They going, as long as, listen, if Five Below had no guard at the front and sold at Louis Vuitton, a man or a thief is going to come and take from both of them because they're available to him. He had sex with you because you were available. It's not that, the second that you would have told him no, he would have found somebody else.
Because what do I need you for?
Right.
I have my 85% over here
at home. I'm going to be having sex regardless.
Right.
So she's doing everything that I need financially, maybe not so much emotionally, but, just physically every day. She's handling all of my wants and needs for the most part. You're just handling this one little piece of the pie that I'm missing. So what makes you think that you are just so amazing?
And that's why I say, you guys, and I always reiterate to you all, women like Arionne, they suffer from internalized misogyny. They literally get their piece of identity from a man. Okay? Yeah, but he's screwing me and he doing this and he bought me this and he did that and and he married too and he don't want to be with her. Did y'all hear her? Was that on the Tasha K interview, child? She done did so many interviews and lives, honey, child. It's just too much, honey, for Miss Robinson to be remembering. But yeah, she just would always be like, he would say Melody and her mother, they ain't cooking, they ain't cleaning, and he wanted, somebody that would cook and clean and, fix home cooked meals, and Melody wasn't doing that. That ain't shit. Okay, doing those type of things. Melody is a boss. Okay, she's a property preservation boss, okay? Doing courses online type of boss. A skincare having boss, okay? Like, she is a reality star. That type of boss. So, girl, like, and that's why I keep telling y'all, the Ooga Boogers, they're always trying to compete where they don't compare. That's why I come down hard on her looks. Because I'm like, you talk about Melody's looks and how she done had all this work done and you ain't had nothing done. Shit, you need a second opinion on that. You need to have some damn work done. Okay, shit, and ain't nothing wrong with it. You need some work done, but I don't feel like Melody didn't had a whole bunch of work done. I done seen Melody from back in the day. She still looked the same. She's still beautiful, still pretty. all the children that they have are beautiful to me. So it's that type of comparison though, right? That Arionne always goes to. Oh, I'm like this. I'm spicy. I'm younger. Girl, we are all getting older every day. You ain't gonna be young forever, okay? Martell will start messing with somebody younger than you, and then you ain't gonna be special no more, okay? Like, girl. So, she's so basic, you guys. She's so first floor to me. And I told y'all, she ain't got no scruples, no values, no morals, ethics, decorum, etiquette, nothing. Okay? Sis is fresh out. If she's ever had it in stock, honey. Okay? Shit.
And she talked about in the live how, this is alleged. I'm going to say alleged, but I did hear her say it. She talked about in an interview with Tasha K where apparently Marceau was using his credit card to buy things for her. I guess that was their way of hiding it from Mel or whatever. And in you guys' interaction, when you were talking to her, she kept glorifying getting roses and all this different stuff. And you made a great point. You were like, that's not nothing. He's doing the same thing for Mel. If not, he's paying her mortgage. So I thought that was like a huge deal when
she didn't think about it like that. She thought about it he only does this for me. He's sending me roses. He could be sending you roses and buy you the Beamer and all that. That's all cute. But what's his social? You know what I mean? What's his cholesterol? Right. What's his fears? What does he like to do? What does he not? He's not giving you true intimacy.
Come on.
All that is not true. It's not a real foundation. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He's not really building anything with you. He's not tied to you. You know what I mean? He's like you. He's not giving you anything. So what you're talking about is tangible things, right? That's the currency. See, you gave him the sex, and he gives you money. Mm-hmm. That's currency. So now you want to give. Now he don't have the money to give, right? And you want love in exchange for currency. But that was never the deal. The deal was the sex and the money. Mm-hmm. And now that he don't have the money to give, and you saying, okay, well, I'll just take your love. My love is back with 85%.
That's right.
85%.
His properly fitting clothes is back with 85% now because he is out here sloshing around in them loafers, and I need him to get some tennis shoes. I'm just like, own a pair of tennis shoes. So this is the portion that she's getting, and she ain't appreciating it.
No, because she like it when the woman make him look how he look. She like Martell with Melanie.
She likes the fact, and some women are like that, you guys. Some women are like that. They like a man that, has a wife. But what I've always heard is it's the woman that makes the man. Like, that's why a lot of men like to be married. Okay? Because it's the woman picking out the clothes, cooking the meals, saying, hey, we go into business, we go do this and take you to the next level this year and that year. And we know that it was Melody, okay, that was the brains behind everything, Holt, honey, okay? So do you see what I'm saying? I feel like Arionne, honey, is not getting that Martell. She's getting EBT Martell, okay? She's getting WIC Martell, Section 8 Martell. She's not getting, And I don't believe he ever had, like, money like that. I don't think so. I don't think so, because she wasn't really, in my opinion, like, bragging hard about, the stuff, because I know women that then got, money from men, right? And they brag hard, but to me, the shit she was talking about, it was so basic and first level. Okay, but what do you expect from the people on the first floor? Okay.
He liked that much, though. Martell's a little different.
No, he a little suspect. She said at one point, you see how I come for people that don't stand up for themselves? Do you feel like you needed to stand up for yourself in that moment? And what exactly did she think you needed to defend?
That's what she thought she thought I was Melanie. Well, she was talking to me as if I was Melanie. The second, she was talking to me as if I was somebody who didn't like her. Like I was saying, and that's what I was saying. Listen, I don't watch YouTube for you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not on my mind like that.
Right.
I popped on your live because I was driving home and you popped up. So I was like, well, let me get on the live. And that was about the gist of it. It wasn't, she internalizes and she takes everything personal.
So, yeah, but she does that to make herself feel special. Okay, this is something that she does. I'm glad that Gigi picked up on that.
You take everything personal. Everything's personally to you. So that's how she reacted, because she's taking everything as if everybody's personally attacking her. And that's what I was trying to explain to her. No, our problem truly is you don't take accountability. If you take accountability, Arionne, this all will go away. If you apologize, if you initiate peace, this will be different. But she's not ready.
She's not. I feel like the way that she was talking, she feels like every man cheats. Like she thinks there's always going to be some young, amazing broad out here. And here's the thing. That's just a broke broad mentality to me, in my opinion. You out here looking for a man to give you money, but you don't have anything to show for it yourself. Like, I feel like I'm kind of, I don't dislike her. I'm just disappointed in her, because I feel like for you to have all this time on your hands, and you could be a nurse, which is an amazing career. She could be doing that to take care of her family, like, nurture better relationships with different types of people and get out of the limelight. She made a post the day after you guys were on live, and she said, I just wish nobody knew me. And I beg to differ. I feel like she wants this attention. She really wants this energy, but it's not coming back to her in a positive way. So did you ever feel like, she loves to block people, child, that and delete people and delete comments and all that if somebody don't say something she like. Throughout that live, did you ever feel like, oh shoot, she about to drop me now, or she
when I did at the end, I already knew. When I got with her at the end and she hung up, when I asked her, why are you so angry? Because she let me say all of that. Yeah. But it wasn't until I asked her about her attitude is where she hung up on me. I already knew that was gonna come, because when I started telling her the truth, she started screaming in the phone. Like, you know what I mean? Like, girl, I already knew that was coming, because you're not ready. You know what I mean? The problem with her is she makes herself unlikable.
Absolutely.
When the attitude makes you unlikable. So what you did was wrong. And then you come in with a nasty attitude, combined with your wrongness, combined with you not taking accountability,
combined with you not looking that friendly in the face, baby.
That nobody is going to want to stand for that. So I was trying to talk to her in a way of, I'm trying to just tell you, the reason we have this issue is because you refuse to do X, Y, and Z. Right? But she just wasn't ready.
I hear it. And that brings me to the pussy wasn't popping. and that's what a dick do, okay? I said if I didn't already love her, I love her. I will be saying that from here until the time, okay? Listen, I know I've watched all your lives and I've seen you talking when they said put it on a t-shirt. Girl, put it on a t-shirt.
Yes, girl, come out with some merch, honey, okay? Come out with some merch.
Girl, put it on a mug. Because we want it, okay? Because
no.
Okay, I said if I know how to read, a bitch was a person. Okay?
That's right.
Because and it don't take away from you. You know what I mean? Your value is not your vagina, right? They're not synonymous with each other. But if you think that's what it is, and you think that he's coming back to you just because, oh, I'm this and I'm that, well, let me be the first to tell you. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Back to you because you allowing him to come back Nothing more, nothing less, right?
Real quick, you guys, I would be remiss if I didn't give a special shout out to my girl, Miss Monique. She announces her new Netflix special, honey, and she got a film coming out with Lee Daniels, honey. You go, Monique, honey. Okay, this has been a struggle for quite some time. Okay, Monique is out here fighting for, equality, and y'all shamed her. Shame on y'all. Y'all blame Sydney. Get rid of that husband. Get rid of him. He ain't no good. He done messed up your career. What is these same people? What is they saying now, honey? Okay, let's check out what Miss Monique got to say, honey. Okay?
Believe this shit. Can y'all believe this? I done came on home to Netflix. Hey y'all, it's your girl Monique. And I'm so excited to share that I'll be shooting my first Netflix comedy special. Oh, and in case you didn't hear, I'm also reuniting with my friend, my brother, director Mr. Lee Daniels on the Netflix film, The Deliverance. You won't want to miss either of them, so y'all stay tuned. And thank y'all, my sweet babies. I love us for real.
I know that's right, Momo. Honey, give Monique, honey, a big old nasty hand clap, honey. Please give her one, okay? Yes, Monique. Now we return to our scheduled programming.
What did he do? It's gonna go from place to place to place to place, getting what it want, because if he got two heads, he ain't thinking with this one, he thinking with the little one, and he taking it around the town for anybody that can get on it. You know what I mean? It's not she just was not trying to hear. I didn't even want to talk to her like that, but see, then child.
You was reduced to it, girl, because that's what happens, honey, when you try to speak to these people on the first floor. Don't I know it, honey? I got relatives, honey, I don't speak to no more because they reside on the first floor, okay? They reside. They whole mentality and mind state, honey, it ain't where Miss Robinson is, honey, okay? I don't understand the people from the first floor. I'm on the top floor. I try not to look down or take the elevator down to the first floor. I really try to stay in my own lane, but girl, she brought that out of you, girl.
Honestly, it was a good ass read, by the way. But I don't think that it was. I could tell that it wasn't intended to be malicious. You were just really trying to her in a way that she could understand it, because she wasn't, like we talked about before we got on, like people that are angry, they want somebody else to be angry with them, because now I can't look crazy by myself. So if you looking calm and I'm looking crazy, I'm solid in my foolishness, because now you are shining the light on me and I don't like it. But if we're doing it together, then can't nobody pick out who's crazy.
Exactly. You can't tell from a distance.
Was in her craziness by herself. So I hope that my hope for her is that she can go back and rewatch that live and realize, you know what, Arionne, it's really time for me to get my stuff together, because I actually got on Tea Talk with Terrence, and I was talking, and I said, everybody was like, yeah, it'd be great TV if she comes on the show. And I'm just like, she kept talking about being on the show and the live with you. In your opinion, what exactly would she be able to come on the show and say that's different that we haven't already heard?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. She just want to come on and justify her actions. That's why she want to get on there. I really think that she thought that she was gonna come on Instagram one day. She was gonna pop out from the closet, and people want to just be like, "Oh my God, her personality is just great, right?" And then when she wasn't met with those welcoming arms, she turned cold. She turned bitter. She put up that front.
You was cold as ice long ago. Okay. Shout out to Rick James.
But truly, this is what I really think about her. I think that she's doing this because this is not far-fetched. She's seen this growing up. That's why she couldn't answer about the two-parent household thing.
Child, she didn't even know what that was. I was like, look at this. Ugga bugga. She's so special, honey.
This is not foreign to her. This is what she knows. This is the chaos that she feels is regular for some reason. So her coming on the show would just more exploit the dysfunction because she has normalized dysfunction. See, the problem is when I try to explain to her the dysfunction you're showing is not normal.
Right.
She didn't want to hear it because it feels very normal to her. It feels normal. So why would I correct it? Why would I change it? I'm okay with it.
And my thing is, what exactly are you going to show? Like, Martell obviously doesn't want you on the show because he's obviously had pillow talk with her because she alludes to stuff that could be potentially going on with Letitia's marriage and Kimmy and whatnot. So he's obviously spilled some tea to her. So he's not going to have her on there to have her outing his friends. They definitely aren't going to, no one's going to film with her. Melody and Martell are EPs on the show, so they both have a say-so. She's never going to be on that show. But the biggest thing, there's nothing that you're going to say on this show that we really are going to, that's going to make us be like, oh,
that's why.
You know what?
We need the epiphany.
You know, like, nobody's going to say that. You know what I mean? So, anyway.
We're all waiting for the epiphany moment. Like, oh my God. All night she thought she was about to give us an epiphany of, he sent you a dozen roses?
Yeah, girl, I would have.
That makes sense.
Too. Yeah, like, girl, bye. I got roses on my calendar. Like, they ain't hard to come
girl,
by.
Okay, got a ring on a finger, okay? it ain't that deep.
To the grocery store and roll on down the aisle, grab you some. We can all get them. We can all get them. But listen, thank you so much for joining. Before we close this out, I want everybody to get to know you. I know you have your YouTube channel that you have now. We talked about the Dear Gigi and kind of, touching the Dear Abby thing. I think we telling our age with the Dear Abby thing. That's okay, y'all. Y'all gonna get with it. It's real cool.
They won't know about Abby. They'll just know about Gigi.
So let's talk about that. Tell us about your family, what you do, the channel. What should we look forward to? Let's talk about Gigi.
So the channel is really going to be like, if you're going through something, you want a little advice, you know what I mean? Because I know I talk to my hairdresser all the time. Shout out to Corey. I talk to my hairdresser all the time. And it's been many a little day. You know what I mean? My little heart had to come in there and it needed somebody to just talk some sense into me. And there's nothing wrong with that. And it's nothing wrong with correction. Like, and that's what I want people to understand. Correction is not judgment. If you're wrong in a situation, it's okay for us to tell you you're wrong as long as we're doing it in a way that's not malicious. And that's what I was trying to do with her. So I want to just open up Dear Gigi. If anybody's going through something and you want a little advice, it's just going to be a little advice on YouTube, or you want to tell your story and maybe your story can help the next person. It's going to be a safe place to even admit you were wrong. I was wrong in X, Y, and Z, and I want to, just having some encouragement and some support because it's a cold world out here and we need to just be out here supporting these, I'm going to say young, because I'm old, these young people.
They try to make us sound like martyrs because you're 34. I'm like 7 on Wednesday. I'm like, well, dang. Am I old?
That child. So I was like, anyway, they just need help. We all need help. We all need to have somebody that we can lean on and tell our little, to. And if you guys want to remain anonymous, I'm fine with that. Anyone can email me at daggiginess@gmail.com or inbox me on IG. My inbox, my YouTube, and my email are all the same.
All right, y'all.
All right, you guys, that's all I have to say about that. Get down in Miss Robinson's comments, honey. Let me know what you thought about this here video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.